Yo, what's up guys, welcome back to my channel. So today we have another MT making method because you guys seem to love these, and I posted a video about this yesterday, basically showing, well, didn't explain the method, but I showed the results of how I spent 200k and made 100k back. So obviously 100k extra, didn't just lose 100k. So if you guys do go on to enjoy today's video, if you could drop a like on the video and subscribe to the channel if you're brand new around here. Also let me know guys, how many cards you currently have in your collection. Do you have 400? Do you have 2,600? Do you have 2,900? Let me know in the comments down below. I know you going for obviously that dark matter Jason Tatum. So without further ado guys, so this is essentially the method. So you're gonna be bidding on silver players. Now I'm gonna show you guys different instances on when you bid and when you don't bid, and just different things like that. It's a very easy method to grasp. As you can see, I have quite a few silver cards. I have a few in here ready to be listed up. As you can see, I've been outbid on a few. I will show you guys when, if you've been outbid, when to bid back, because it's really easy to like determine when you bid back. The only reason I haven't bidded on some of these is just because I wasn't here. So I wasn't here. I was down. I was in another room. So yeah, I will quickly show you guys what you need to do to get some of these cards. So what you're gonna do is you're gonna go to silver. You will find the cheapest buy now of silvers. Currently, the cheapest buy now that where a lot are popping up are 1,000. And if we're gonna go to 950, as you can see, there are none. Now, if you sell a card for 1,000, you will get 900 if you take off tax. So what we're gonna be doing is we will bid 850 on every single silver card. Now, there are instances when obviously you will get outbid, and there will be instances where people have already outbidded you, like bid like 900, for example, like now. So if an instance where this occurs, what you're gonna do is you will go onto the actual player itself, just because this is a really quick way to check a player's price. Now, as you can see, there is none on the market that is, well, there's one that's 4k, but by the time this expires, there's going to be one. So I know this card roughly sells for about 1,500, 1,600, maybe a little bit cheaper. So this one is more of like a gut shot more than anything. It's kind of like a risky one. So if you can get it for 1,000, which I can get, well, I can bid 1,100 and get it for 1,000. So I'll take a pot shot on that one. It's not really one I normally do, but obviously I want to make this method known that it is really good. So I will of course show you guys different little things that obviously I have picked up. So again, you just want to keep scrolling. 850. Again, I'm curious to see how this method's going to work on Friday when content is released, especially around the 4-hour mark when all the content's been released. So in terms of like this one, 900, you can bid it if you want to, because most of the time you will be able to sell it for more than 1,000. What I'll quickly do is, it's very easy to quickly go check a silver's price because there's not that many of them on the market. So if you go to find auction house, results, you can find this card's already up here for 1,150, so I wouldn't really bid on that one unless I won it for 850. So we're going to ignore that one. We'll go back to silver, we'll go back to 800. Now, what are you going to do while these cards are expiring? So there's a few things you can do. Obviously, you can go on to Triple Threat offline, Triple Threat online. What I've been doing lately is I bid up to like the 35th minute, and then I go do a spotlight game. That's generally what I've been doing for the most part. Another thing you can do as well is you can go back to a previous method that I've done, and that's just sniping silvers while you wait. So I'll quickly show that as well. Whether one will pop up or not will be another thing. So while you're waiting for your silvers to expire, what you can do is you will just go to 950. That's the one I tend to do. I picked these two up just because it's 900 and they are cheap. And this Brad Wanamaker, sorry, I'll quickly go check that Bruce Brown as well while we're here. If I can be real quick, Bruce Brown, where are you? If I can be quick. There's one for 1k there, so I'm not going to touch that one, if that kind of makes sense. Although there are, well, what's the cheapest after that? There's one for 450, so I'm going to pick both these up and list them both up for 1,400. That's some of the deals you can find as well. You can find like two that are close together, and then you can maybe bump them up for a bit more. Be careful bumping them up too much, because realistically not many people are out there spending 2,000 MT on a silver card. I'd still, like, if there's none on the market, I'd still list them up for 1,000, like 2,000, 3,000, just because if it sells, awesome. If it doesn't, you'll just relist it. But say you want to get rid of the card really quickly, which is what I've been doing the past day, just so I can make the video. Now I'm more patient with like selling these cards. Obviously, if it comes around to Friday, I'm gonna want to sell these cards real quick. Now, I will show you guys different instances of me picking up these cards. Obviously, you're seeing there, I'm not getting a lot for them. I'm not like getting a lot back for them. But there are perfect instances, like look at this, bid 850. I'm basically getting all them for 500 MT. It happened so much again with the sniping video, like the sniping method where I was waiting for cards to sell. I found a Nicholas Batum for 500 MT. So this is an instance where you'd want to, so this is like a perfect instance on when you want to bid more. Seki over here, he was going to expire. He had about 15 seconds left. Went to quickly check his price. The cheapest buy now is 2,900. I can reasonably sell this card for about 1,006, 1,007. So bidding an extra 50 MT, or 200 in this case, and selling it for 1.6, not that big of a deal. I do have a few more of these. Again, this is just me bidding. That's me winning a Ian Mahimi for 650 MT when he has a diamond shoe on him, which is hilarious. He's now the mascot of my whole team. So that's kind of funny. This Myers Leonard, he didn't sell for this, but I did manage to get a Myers Leonard for 850, and he was up on the auction house for 6k. He didn't sell for, I think I put him up for 3k. He didn't sell for 3k, which is big sad. Let's check the yellow card, a reliably rare card. Like there's generally not a lot of him on the market. Picked him up for 1,000, I think, roughly about 1,000. There's just a few other instances as well where, as you can see with this one, another one where you went in to bid on him. So you got outbid, went in to check his price. Cheapest buy now is 2k. You're obviously gonna bid on that one to see if you can win it on the cheap. Now that's pretty much it for like the things I have. This one was quite recent. As you can see, this Luke Cornett was about to expire. Went to check his price. Cheapest buy now is 1k. Not really gonna pick that one up. So this Corey Brewer here, I think his cheapest was about 2003. I think it's the one on the end there, and I picked him up for 1.3, well 1.2. So we're gonna sell him on for about 1.8, 1.7. Of course, there is risks to these. I've noticed silvers are they take a lot longer to shift. Most of them do sell on their first round. I think like 45 out of 50 do sell on their first round. It's just then obviously with the last 5, you might have to obviously look back at the prices, see that the prices come down by quite a bit. If it's like a card that's up for like 4k, it might come down to 2k. Obviously you have to kind of experiment with that. So in terms of obviously the method, that's pretty much it. And the thing I love with this as well is because they are silvers, they're very easy to check the price of. So if I just use a card, for example, I'll use this Darius Garland, for example. So if we go to the collection and we just find an auction house, as you can see, you can very easily find his price. This card's come down by quite a bit, which is quite annoying. So we're going to sell that one for 1,050. Again, not massive profit on this card, but you're seeing, if you guys watched my previous video where I showed you guys the auction house results of this video, of this method, sorry, you'll see I picked up a card for basically 800 MT and I sold it for 5,000. So you can get some really good ones like that. You can get some really like trash ones where you only make like 200 or 300 MT. But because you're picking up so many of these cards, and some of the times you are getting auction house reimbursements. Like there's 50 there, there's 100 there. I normally have a lot more of these that are like 250 or 300 like refunds. Whether people have caught on to this method or not is quite annoying. But as you can see, there are some people starting to do this method. I'm gonna quickly check Thornmaker's price while we're here. There he is, Thornmaker. 2k is 1.5. There's one for 1.150. I'm gonna pick this one up and try and sell it for 1.450. That means I can probably bid on this one. So if I get it for 1,000, I'll list it for 1.450 as well. So that's really where you can find deals when you're just looking for other cards as well. So, and of course the auction house is doing the glitch where it just doesn't give me my card straight away, which is very annoying. So the things you're mainly looking out for, obviously, check prices. That's the thing you have to do. If you're bidding 850 and you get outbid, check the price before you rebid, unless you absolutely know that it is a good deal. Like Suns players, OG Spurs players. I think some of the 21 Spurs players are quite cheap as well. So, but yeah, the general consensus for most of these 2020 cards is a lot of them are slowly creeping up in price, just because there's no way to actually pack these unless you pack like a really old pack. So hopefully now with the token market being introduced, hopefully the start of next season, the rumor is they're adding in most of the old packs. So you've seen this Kevin Looney, it can list for 1.6. I think I got it for 800, so pretty much almost doubling your MT there. Obviously you take off tax, not quite doubling, but so it's Anthony Tolliver. While it's quickly running out, we will quickly go check his price just to see if it's worth bidding. 1.4, there's one for 1.4 there. So if I can get it for 1,000, I can list. Yeah, I don't really want to bid any higher than that. So we will lose out on that one, which is a bit unfortunate, but it's not the end of the world. So we got a bid on Thornmaker again, so we're going to ignore that one. And yeah, so obviously on days like this, so I'm recording this on Wednesday/Thursday. there's not a lot of cards on the market, but I imagine on Friday there's going to be quite a few of these, so yeah, there might be something to pay attention to on Friday. That's what I'm going to be doing. I have a few methods ready for Friday, and you're just going to keep bidding, guys. Keep bidding, keep bidding. You're going to win a lot of these cards. You're going to lose some of these cards. Obviously, you're going to be checking bids if you get outbidded. So this DeAndre, I don't think is worth any much more than that, so we'll quickly check if I can find it. Is he why can't I find him? Where is he? Where is he? Oh, he's a Raptors player. Alright. Let's go to the Raptors. It's a stupid Hawks jersey. I hate that the game has really out-of-date jerseys for some of the players. There's 1 for 1, there's 2 for 1-3, there's 1 for 1-2. So we're going to ignore this one. We're not going to bid 1,000, because if you sell it for 1-2, you get 80 MT-ish. 80 or 20. No, you get 80 MT. So we're not really going to bother with that one, just because I don't really think it's worth. But yeah, guys, that's it for the video, for the most part. Again, if you have any questions whatsoever, please let me know in the comments. I will happily get back to you as soon as I can. Of course, a Grayson Allen there for, well, I think we got it for 700, so that's not too bad. And we'll quickly go check his price. Find him in the auction house. 1 for 1.8 there, so we'll list ours for 1.7. In terms of like listing cards, now I'd remain cautious when listing cards. I wouldn't just do this. Like, obviously the cheapest was 1.8, so I wouldn't undercut it by 50. I'd undercut it by 100, just because silvers are hard to, they're not hard, but they can sometimes take a little time to sell. So in terms of like this, if someone sees a 1.8 and you have the 1.750 for 50 MT, they might consider just buying the 1.8 instead of like scrolling. Even still, I might list it for 1.6 just because there's then opportunity. Someone might see that and go, "Oh, that's quite a considerable undercut." And also, what you can do is you can list it for well under, just because people sometimes buy the card thinking then they can sell it on for more. In terms of this one, I list it for 1.6 just because it is 200 below the market value. In terms of this Josh card, Josh Akuji, I probably butchered his name. Now, an instance like this, 3.9k. It's been up for 3 hours. Do not list it for 3.8k. What I would do is I'd list that for maybe 2.5/3k. Or, what's something I maybe gonna consider start doing is do this. So you could potentially get quite a bit of MT with this. I'd maybe think about doing this before you actually do it, because if someone bids just 1.8, you're not really gonna get a lot, are you? So I'm gonna put this at 2 and maybe like 2.9. 2.150. There we go. So I maybe start considering doing like this if it is like a high level card. I'd put the bid at a reasonable price so you're happy with if you get that profit. And obviously just put the buy now, whatever. Just whatever. Just put it at an unreasonable price, because you never know what some people are like. Some people are impatient. Some people are not going to wait the 4 hours because they need that card. They might just buy it straight away. So that's something to think about as well. But yeah, guys, that's it for the video. If you guys have enjoyed the video, please drop a like in the video. Subscribe to the channel if you're brand new around here for more MT making methods. I'm slowly running out, or quickly running out, not slowly running out. So I'll have to go find some more. But yeah, guys, that's it for the video. See you guys all later. Take care and peace.